Hello students, welcome back to your science class. So students, in the previous class in this chapter, that is light, we were talking about the we were talking about that of the regular or irregular reflection. We have seen that if a surface is what it is a plane, then the beam of a light which will falls on the surface, that will what it will get reflected with the same way as it has arrived. We have understood that what is kaleidoscope or what is periscope. Now you can see here in this picture itself, student, this is the kaleidoscope, student. As you can see here in this picture, there was a triangle. How this triangle is formed actually? So there, this triangle actually here they had used one of the mirror, then joined with the another, and then with that of the another mirror. So this is how a triangle is made in that of a kaleidoscope. And when we add the few colors in it, then while rotating that of the kaleidoscope, it will be easy for us to see the different patterns formed by it. We have understood the periscope, students, that what is the use of periscope or what is a periscope. What is all this? This all is actually the multiple reflection of the light, where more than a one mirror is used at an angle, and due to which a number of images will be formed here. Now see, as you can see here, sunlight or white or color. Question is that sunlight is what? Whether it is a colored one or whether it is a white light. Generally, we know that the sunlight is what it is referred to as a white light. But here we will going to learn that although it is a white light, but this white light is consisting of 7 colors in it. So, uh, 7 colors, that is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. This is VIII, or this is the different types of a color which is a part of the sunlight, that is of a white light, student. Now with this there is an experiment. Let me explain that experiment, and then we will try to understand that what is this scattering or the dispersion of a light. See, here it is written that get a plane mirror of suitable size, place it in a bowl or katori. As you can see here, this is a bowl where the plane mirror is kept. Now fill the bowl with water. Put this arrangement near the window in such a way that the direct sunlight fall on the mirror. Adjust the position of a bowl so that the reflected light from the mirror fall on the wall. If the wall is not white, fix a sheet of a white paper on it. Reflected light will be seen to have many colors. How can you explain this? The mirror and the water form a prism. See what happened here. We have taken a bowl or a katori, and we have filled the bowl with the water, and we had kept a plain mirror around it. Now what happened when, and we had kept it the bowl in such a way that when the sunlight falls on it, the sunlight will directly falls on the in the water in the bowl as well as in the plain mirror, and after reflection it will what it will form on a white sheet of a paper, on a white wall. We will find that it will form a colored images. Okay, so actually there is a formation of a 7 color happens, and this happens, how this happens? This happens because of the dispersion. It means what? It means that the sunlight, the white light which is coming through that of the sunlight, it is actually consisting of 7 colors in it. Okay, and that is why they get split into the different color. And this splitting of the light into different color is called as the dispersion of light. See here, it is given splitting of light into its color is called dispersion of light. It means if a ray of a light is there which undergoes this kind of a reflection, then it will forms the it will forms the it will the light ray will get split into the seven color. There is an example like that of a prism. Let me tell you, prism is what? It is nothing but it is an equipment, students, on which when the sunlight falls, it will disperse it into the seven colors. See, this is what, student, this is a prism only. As you can see here in this prism, when the white light falls on that of the prism, then this white light falls on the prism, and due to which it gets split into the seven colors, will include the red or a yellow, green, blue, indigo, and that of violet. So the seven colors, splitting of the seven colors is what that is called as a vibgyo. Vibgyo. Okay, V for violet, then I for indigo, B for blue, it will be blue, then G for green, Y for yellow, then O for orange, and finally R for red. These all are what? This is the different kind of a color which is the part of the prism, student. So this occurs at naturally also. Even in the rainbow you will find that when the white light falls on the water droplets, the water droplets will make it to split into the seven color, and the splitting of the light, splitting of the white light into seven color, this is called as the dispersion of the light, students. Okay. See, this is also an example of a splitting of a color, students. As you can see here that here the formation, this is what, this is the rainbow, and in the rainbow you can see the different colors are there, students. Okay, this different color occur because of the dispersion of the light only. So we can say that the formation of a rainbow, that is also occur because of the dispersion of the light, or we can say it is an example of a dispersion of a light here. What happened here, when a white light, the sunlight falls on the water droplets, you know that this happens after the after a rainfall. So after rainfall there are the water crystals which is present to remain or remain suspended in the environment. So when a white light fall on the water droplets, then it will make the white light to get split into the seven color, and this is how the formation of the rainbow occur. Let me tell you one more thing, students, that rainbow is what, it's a circle one only, like that of the water crystal. Water droplet is in a circle. The rainbow formed is also in the form of a circle, although we cannot see it. We can see it at a higher altitude, the formation of a rainbow here. But generally from a ground level we find out that the rainbow, it appears like an arc. Okay, but actually it is what, it's a complete circle, or it's a spherical. So this is what, this is the splitting of the color, that is called as a dispersion of the color here, students. One more thing is there, that is the spectrum. Yes, the band of the color that we obtain when the white light is fall on the white light is fall, and it makes the constituent color to split while passing through a transparent medium. Such kind of a spectrum of light, such kind of a method is called as a spectrum of a light. Okay. Okay, so this is about the dispersion of the light, or how the sunlight is a white light or is a colored light. Now let us try to understand that what is inside our eyes. What is there in our eyes? So basically, when we see that only when a light is it is entering into the eye. Eye is what? This is a very most important sense organ, and therefore it's really understand the structure and the working of the eye. When you look at the eye is what is a roughly spherical shape, and the outer coat of the eye is what it is white. And basically, the outer coat, whenever there is an outer coat or a tough coat is there, student, it is always there to protect that of the. So outer surface is what, student? Outer hard coating is what? That is related to the, that is a protection only, that is there to protect. So outer coat, that's why it is written here that the outer coat of the eye is what? It is white, and it is tough so that it can protect the interior of the eye from any accident. So the outer coat is there to protect the eye from the accident. When you look at the structure, you will find that it is having a transparent outer covering which is called as cornea. Behind the cornea, we will find a dark muscular structure called iris. Iris is a small opening, that is pupil, and the pupil is controlled by the iris only. So let us start to understand with that of the cornea itself. So see here, student, this is what, this is the cornea. This is the cornea, students, and the cornea is what? It is the transparent part which bulges outward. That's why it was written there that it is the transparent outer part. So this is, you can say, the bulging here in that of the cornea. So this is what, this is the transparent bulging part of the eye, and basically, yes, this is that part through which the light enters. So we can say here that it allows the light to enter into the eyes, and it is because of the cornea only, we can say that's like a window of the eye which allows the light to enter. Okay, so the outermost part is the cornea. The second part is what, student? That is iris or that of pupil. You can see this is the iris, and the pupil is inside it. Okay, this is the iris one, and this is the pupil. Now let us try to understand that what is the role of a iris. So basically, iris or what? It is a muscular diaphragm which is present behind to that of the cornea. Yes, it is present behind that of the cornea, students, and it is a color diaphragm. What is color diaphragm? Actually, the color of the eye, you know that a person may have a black color of a eye, may have a brown or a blue or a green. So this different color is because of the iris only. This is the iris, the diaphragm, which help in giving, which help in lending the color to that of the eye. So iris is just behind to that of cornea, it help in giving color to the eye. The pupil, as you can see here, what is the role of a pupil? So pupil is what? This is the dark circular opening in the center of the eye. You have seen inside your eyes. Your eyes, inside there is a black structure. Is a center part. There is a dark circular opening is there. And this dark circular opening, it is present at the center, and basically, yes, the light will passes through it only. Now let us try to understand that what is the role of the iris. Actually, this iris, it helps in regulating the amount of a light entering into the eye by controlling the size of the pupil. So basically, the iris, it allows or it regulates the amount of the light by entering the eye by controlling the size of the pupil. Controlling the size of the pupil will help the the amount of a light to enter through it. What happened? How is it so? See, when a very bright light, suppose you are inside in your classroom and studying, and then your next class is your games, your your games period. So you went to playground. So as you enter into the playground, just because it's the afternoon and it's a lot of it's afternoon, obviously it's a huge it's a very bright shiny day. So when you enter into the playground, a bright light, because of the bright light, you just contract your eyes. Actually, when you contracting your eyes, it is the role of the iris which help in contracting the eye. And due to which, why the contraction occur? It occurs because when we contract our eyes, or when the iris contract the eyes, then less amount of a light will passes through that of the iris, through that, passes through that of the pupil. So when we contract our eyes, then less amount of a light will pass through that of the pupil, and obviously this will going to protect the pupil from any kind of a damage that can occur. Okay. Similarly, okay, after games period, when you enter into the classroom, because that time you were in the bright light, and so your eyes were already contracted, which makes only the few amount of a light rays to pass through that of the pupil, right? Now when you enter into the classroom, you will find that very that you are not able to see the things. So at that time you start expanding your eyes. So why you are expanding your eyes? It is because the iris are actually expanding. It made it to expand your eyes, right? And due to which what happened? The pupil also expanded. It will increases the size of the pupil, and which allow more and more light to enter through the into the pupil, into the eye. So when there is a bright light, then the iris will contract, making the less amount of a light to pass through it. And when there is a very dim light, very low light, then it will make the iris makes it will expand and makes the pupil, or makes the light to enter, more amount of a light to enter through the pupil. Okay, so the contraction of the iris and expansion of the iris occur according to the amount of a light. So we can say iris is there to control or to regulate the amount of a light should enter into the through that of the pupil. Now the next one is, it is the crystalline lens. This is the crystalline lens, students. As you can see here, this is eye lens or crystalline lens. What is the role of eye lens? Eye lens is what? It is a transparent crystalline lens, and it is, you can see, it is a double convex lens. You will going to study about this in higher classes. Till that you must know that it is a double convex lens which is present just behind to that of the pupil. You can see this is the pupil, and this is what? This is the lens. So it is present behind to that of the pupil. This crystalline lens, it is really very sensitive part of the human eye, and basically its role is to focusing the light which is entering into the eye for the formation of images. Okay, so crystalline lens is there, and this crystalline lens will help in focusing the light which is entering into the eye for the formation of the images. Okay, so lens is there, that is very sensitive, that is important to focus where the image will be formed. So we have understood cornea, we have understood iris, pupil, as well as the crystalline lens. Now in the crystalline lens, you can see here, this is and this one. See here, this is and this one. This is what, students? This is something which is attached with that of the cornea. Actually, this is nothing but a ciliary muscles. Okay, this is a ciliary muscle. What is the role of a ciliary muscle? As you can see here, it is present beside to that of the eye lens. So its role is to hold the eye lens at its place. Okay, as well as this will also help in changing the thickness of the eye lens to allow it or to focus into the light ray. As well as when the ciliary muscles is contract, the lens, it becomes thick. So when it becomes thick, the focus of the light rays will be there for the nearby object. Similarly, if when the ciliary muscles relaxed, at that time the lens, it becomes thin, and its focus will be there from the focus will be formed from the rays which is coming from the far away. So this is how, with the help of the ciliary muscles, we will be able to see the nearby object or the far by object. If anything happen, if we are not able to see the nearby object or the far by object, it will be because of the ciliary muscles are not working properly. Actually, what happened within age, the ciliary muscles, it will become less active, and due to which the people were not able to see the nearby object or the far by object. So the role of the ciliary muscles, that it used to contract and expand in order to adjust the eyelid so that we can see the nearby object as well as the far by object. The other part, student, we will going to study in the next class.